I like to give my clients some homework assignments in between massage sessions to help keep their horses strong and supple and to help maintain their physical health. One of the things I like to have them do is to work on their shoulders, and I'm going to generally work in the tricep area. I'm going to have them do some compression work, keeping their knuckles and their hands soft. Mechanics is very important, so you don't tire yourself out as well. We're going to go the length of the muscle. Can also do some jostling. Have some customers call this the punching bag. This helps to loosen the tricep up, keep it nice and soft and supple as well. Always monitor the horse's reaction. You'd like to see some nice soft licking and chewing. Deep sighs are always welcome. Another thing they like to do is to work on the horse's back. So once I have some compression, some effleurage strokes to warm up the horse. Good boy, Sam. Like to work a little deeper. Do some cross fiber friction across the muscle. Continue along the length of the horse's back, the longissimus muscle, the iliocostalis, the splenius. Next thing they like to do is to do some back lifts. Once the horse's back is warmed up and worked on, I'd like to ask them to gently raise their back by gently palpating along their sternum, in between their shoulder, in between their arms, to lift their withers and come all the way back. This is basically a sit-up for horses. It helps to lengthen the muscle fibers as well as to help open up the joint spaces between each spinous process of the horse's thoracic vertebrae and then down through the lumbar spine. Good boy, Sam. Some horses are very ticklish in this area. One thing I like to get them to do is to do a gentle movement called raking, which you take your fingertips and start at the sternum and gently and softly and slowly pull up with your fingertips. This is massaging the abdominal muscles. And if you have a horse that's a little girthy, maybe not be as happy to have their girth pulled up, this will help relax the muscles. You can move in up to the latissimus muscle. Good boy, and you can see he's a little tight there. Now he's licking and chewing as I stay there a little bit. Go a little slower. Good boy, Sam. Another area that's very commonly tight are the gluteal muscles, which are back here. This is the superficial glute, and deep to that is the gluteus medius. After warming that up again with some effleurage strokes, getting some heat in there, going to do some deeper work, some cross fiber work. And if you have a horse that's a little bit taller, a $10 stool will be your best investment. That way you've got leverage and you're not doing damage to yourself. You want to work right towards the spine. Work on the origins of the muscle. And use the horse's expressions to gauge what you're doing. Obviously, if they're moving away from you, you may want to lighten up your pressure, be a little softer. Some horses may move into you, which means they want a little bit more pressure. In some case, you can use your elbow, very gently enter the muscle, and do small circular movements. As you can see, Sam's starting to relax this leg down. Good boy. Good boy. And then flush. It's always good to do some effleurage strokes after you do some deeper work to help flush the lactic acid and the wastes out of the horse's muscles so that their body can get rid of that through their bloodstream and have fresh oxygenated blood. Next, we can work on the hamstrings. So you can work all the way in medially, which means to the middle. The semimembranosus is the most medial of the hamstrings. And you can work across them, across those fibers. And again, keep your knees soft so you're using very little strength in your arms. It doesn't take a lot of strength or to be strong. It just takes good intention and knowledge of where you're working. This muscle group gets especially sore in hunters and jumpers. So you want to make sure you pay special attention to those horses and to their hamstrings. Again, do some flushing strokes. And those are just some ideas you can do to help your horse in between massage sessions.